Because we have 3 calls
All right,
coming in.
phones down. Turn your phones off.
You can't just check like the Facebook, make sure it's live. There should be a flag on there.
All right, all right. What time is it?
6:02 is.
Oh, shit, let's run it. Hold on. Let me start off with Caesar. All right. You know where your cameras are, right?
Yeah.
Opposites. All right. Go ahead and put on the intro. Oh, it did? We're live. All right, we're live. And welcome to Unite the People.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in this week, man. We really appreciate everybody.
What time is it?
We have.
Oh, shit, let's run it. Hold on. Let me start off with Caesar. Who has the... All right. Uncle Kevin?
There's a delay. It's on.
All right, there we go.
All right. Okay, everyone, we're back, man. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this week. We appreciate everybody that tuned in last week, that sent us in questions. We appreciate that. This week, we have a special show going. We have, of course, one of the great attorneys from Unite the People, Miss Melinda Gomez, with us today.
Hi, nice to be here again. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's super.
Running it back.
Okay, we got the crowd. That's right. Today we have a show, man. We have something special for everyone. We have Operation Black. Today is all about Alan McIntosh and Operation Black, which is Mr. McIntosh is currently incarcerated in San Quentin State Prison for possession of a firearm. He was sentenced to 25 to life. He's been incarcerated for about 23, 24 years now. And it's something that Unite the People feels isn't right. A lot of people feel isn't right. If I'm correct, we have about 35,000 signatures from concerned citizens that want to see Mr. McIntosh get resentenced. And so that's what we're doing. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We actually have Mr. McIntosh. We'll be calling in around 6:15, if I'm correct. And then we'll speak with Mr. McIntosh. Hopefully he'll be able to call in twice. But, you know, prison phones are 15 minutes apiece.
They're going to do that. You have 6 minutes left.
Right.
60 seconds left.
Right. And then we're hoping to close the show today with a special guest caller. One of our current clients that we've been helping, trying to get him resentenced as well. Mr. Theodore Fields should be calling in, and we should close the show with him. And, man, I think it's going to be a great show today. So again, that's good. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We have a couple topics that we need to address today. We're going to get to the Senate Bill 81, as well as we're going to be answering questions and asking questions to Mr. McIntosh. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Long Beach Grand Prix, where we will have a booth out and selling merchandise to raise money to help guys that are in a situation like Mr. McIntosh, where they can't necessarily afford, good legal representation, and we want to be able to provide that for them. So that's what we're doing today. And we should be getting a call from Mr. McIntosh in a few minutes. So before we get there, I want to talk with Melinda a little bit about SB 81. Are
Sure.
you familiar with that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, can you tell the people a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it's almost law. We are almost there. We just need the governor to sign it, and then it should go into effect starting January of 2022, I believe. It's just a little tidbit. Anytime something gets signed into law, it usually doesn't become law immediately. It's going to become law the following year, generally. That's usually how it goes. But for Senate Bill 81, it is good for enhancements. So basically what it does is that it allows judges to strike enhancements, but it also helps a little bit more with the fact that it allows defendants to also present mitigating evidence. And it requires judges to hold great weight to that mitigating evidence, which is better than before when it was kind of like, oh, judge, now you have the discretion, you have the ability to do this if you want. It really opens up the door more to have them look at the whole picture and all of the facts that happened. But again, just like many Senate bills that occur, just because they're good for the individual, whoever the individual it applies to, well, when they're incarcerated, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a direct avenue. So again, if we talk about that same box that we talked about last week, when you think about your own case and all of the laws being put into a box, this law more than likely, because it's not going to be retroactive that we know of, is going to be placed in that box. So again, always having somebody do a case analysis for you is definitely a good idea. You can't ever go wrong with that.
Right.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people come to us with the idea of like, they just think that we'll be able to file some motion for them and just know all the answers.
Right.
But the truth is that you don't really know until you look. And obviously looking requires a lot of time. And if you go to any other, just firm, time means money.
Right.
So.
Right. And that makes a lot of sense. Again, when she speaks about that box and not being retroactive, there's a lot of bills that have passed in the last few years.
Yeah, that are useful.
They're very useful to people, but the problem is with them not being retroactive, you have to get your case open. You have to have an open case. Your case can't be final, and that means your appeal is over.
Right.
So once you get into that situation, looks like we might have Mr. McIntosh calling. Hello.
This is Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from
Alan McIntosh.
an inmate at
You
the
sound so
California
different.
State Prison, San Quentin, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Mr. McIntosh.
Hello, can you hear me?
Not really good, brother. Can we get you to speak up a little bit? You're kind of low. Can we turn him up in the mics, maybe?
There's nothing I can do about it unless I yell.
All right, well, get close to yelling, brother.
You know how to yell.
Actually, he doesn't.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
even though calling in, I'm like, is that Ellen? Because he sounds real. This is Ellen
But you know-
McIntosh.
But it hurts. It hurts when I yell. My throat hurts when I yell.
Right. We did hear something about
I
that during,
thought you heard that before.
during the Cue Ball movie. Well, first off, brother, man, we appreciate you calling in to Unite the People radio show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
All right. Well, one of the things we wanted to do today was we have a few questions for you, and we're going to go over that. But before we get into those questions, I wanted to talk with you a little bit about Cue Ball, the movie that you guys made over there at San Quentin with the Golden State Warriors. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with not only the filming, the making of that movie, but also watching it? I know they aired it for you guys there in the chapel. And how did it feel watching that movie and watching your story and being able to share your story with the people?
Well, first off, the filming of it kind of came natural because we were just playing basketball while they were filming. But then the actual personal stories, a lot of people don't like to talk about things they've done or things they saw or whatever. But that took a little getting over. But after we got comfortable with everybody, that was easy to do also.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Okay.
It never gets old.
Okay.
And as far as watching it in the chapel for the first time before anybody else saw it, it was funny to see people, not just the film itself. It was about seeing the people around reaction, the people that we didn't know, because they brought. It was like a big showing. So it was like looking at the people that we didn't know. They would look over at us and be like, "That's him right there." Like, wow, you know what I mean?
Right.
So stardom in prison a little bit. Was anybody surprised by, your story? Or were they like, oh, I always knew that guy was in for something that he didn't really deserve to be in for? Or what were people's reactions towards you?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like they see the person. They, we did a meet and greet before the show, but they see the person, but they don't really know exactly what happened with him or what's going on with him. And for me to see their reaction, it was like they were like, "Whoa, that's what happened to him. That's his story." Wow, we would have never, it was like they were astonished.
Hey, Black, this is Mitch. I got a question for you. Because I saw
Yes,
Cue Ball on Netflix. I went to the movie theater and saw Cue Ball. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
And you
6'4"
still
and a
can't.
half.
And you
Give me
still.
my half. Give me my half.
It's 6'5" and a half.
And
6'4" and
I
a
know
half.
what you're gonna
6'4"
say
and a half,
next.
and you still can't dunk. Because you didn't dunk during the movie, did you?
You missed your opportunity. You were supposed to say it, and you still can't beat Melinda.
wait.
That's what you were gonna. That's what you were supposed to say. I thought we had it. I thought we had it.
Can you dunk?
Okay.
A volleyball? Well, I used to in my prime. Okay.
But why dunk when I could get 3 points at the 3-point line?
Okay. Tall Curry.
All right. Well, with that being said, man, somebody did have a question, and I think I know the answer to it. But, hearing it from you would be great. Someone asked, is there going to be a cue ball too?
Say again?
Is there going to be a cue ball part 2?
Hopefully you're not in it.
Okay. There may be a cue ball part 2, right? But for that to happen, I got to be in it from the beginning. I got to be in on the profits. I got to be in on everything.
You got to be in on it from outside, Black.
I mean, it would be cool for them to do like a
of course.
follow-up stories of
I mean,
the main guys
that's
they
what I
did.
mean.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
that's what I mean. A follow-up after
Yeah.
I get out is what I mean.
Right. Well, that definitely makes sense, man. One thing that I'm pretty familiar with is cue ball made a lot of money. Cue ball played on Netflix for a couple years. It's on FX. It's on Fox Sports now. And I also know that they ran it in the theaters throughout the country. So
I saw it in the theater.
Right. Mitch actually watched it in a theater, right? So for you guys not to receive any benefit from that, to me is kind of, I love the exposure for you guys getting your story out there. But in your situation and the rest of the guys' situation, I personally think, man, there should have been some type of financial benefit, right? But, hey, it is what it is. I have heard, I've dealt with, say that again?
That's why I made that statement before. Like, I got to be in it from the ground up after I'm out. And if we do a cue ball too, that's why I said that.
Right. Well, really quick before we get to the Operation Black, because that's what we're here about. Anthony Ammons, who does, and if anybody doesn't know who Anthony Ammons is, he's the light-skinned guy, the bald-head guy in the story of cue ball, who's currently he's been paroled, so he is home. One of our lawyers is at LMU, a basketball sensation, and she has challenged Anthony Ammons to.
Correction, he challenged me.
Okay, whatever, right?
That's
Potato.
important. That's an important
But
piece.
they are going to be playing this Friday
What?
or this weekend.
What?
They're going to be playing one-on-one, and Unite the People will be there, and I promise you we're going live. So we're definitely going to see that. But now, man, let's get into some of the real stuff what we're here about, man. Kind of today, to me, I wanted to start the day off by telling you, brother, hey, listen, we have submitted your petition to the district attorney's office, and we're ready to, make that move and see what they're going to say and see what we could do for you. And then, of course, me, knowing the situation that you're in, I wanted to do it ASAP, do it super fast. But Melinda Gomez, the attorney, being the professional that she is, she didn't want to let that happen. She didn't want to have it submitted until it was perfect. And she is almost finished making your petition perfect. I mean, you do have a lot to your file. Again, like we told the people, you do have 35,000 signatures from people in the community, concerned citizens that want to see you be released. So it is a lot that they have to put together. And so I just think that that would have been beautiful to do, but I think what she's doing will be better, man. So we want to let you know that by next week, this time, your petition will be submitted to the district attorney's office. We do plan on hopefully having to sit down with them about you and see what we can make happen, man. So I definitely wanted to let you know that it's that time, man. It's that time we're going to get that submitted for you, and we're going to see what we can do.
I am patient when it's quality work. And Melinda, thank you for everything you're doing. I really mean that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're happy to do it. We really, really are. I mean, man, like Caesar was saying, it's a lot of it is advocacy. So it's us just really making sure that all our T's are, are crossed, all our I's are dotted type of thing. But also too, it's you and I have had this conversation before a couple times actually.
Yeah.
It's also just timing too, and just making sure that we're putting our best foot forward and firing the trigger when we should. But we're excited. I'm excited. I really, really am.
Right. And hey, I'm excited too for you, brother.
Imagine how I feel.
Yeah, and I think it's like there's always there's really a pullback, at least for me, of not getting too excited. Obviously, being hopeful, but also not wanting my clients to get any type of false hope where they're crumbled if something doesn't come through for them. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's always a balance, which I know you understand. But I feel like it's always necessary to say when people are listening. So because, yeah, I mean, it can be tough. It can be really tough.
Yes, we totally understand what's at stake and all the possibilities.
Right. Yeah, but it's exciting too. I think one of the best things about this is that at the end of the day, having put all the hours in, whatever, all we could get is a no. It's not going to change anything else. You know what I mean? It's not like your parole date's going to get pushed back. It's not like, at the end of the day, it'll just be a no.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Never gets old.
And that's if it's worst case scenario, brother.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
We're trying to make the best case scenario. But one other thing I wanted to personally ask you about. What is your experience with Unite the People? I know you've been familiar with Unite the People for a few years now. Unite the People been around about 5 or 6 years. And I know you've definitely been educated on what they're doing since the very beginning. What is your experience with Unite the People?
Well, I've been knowing about and involved indirectly with Unite the People since it started. And I saw it grow and I saw it help numerous people with information, court cases. I mean, anything like post-conviction, they're experts in. So that's what I saw them grow from the ground up to where they are now, and they could possibly have case reviews for the whole prison population. You know what I mean? They're that adequate at what they're doing.
Right. Well, definitely appreciate that, brother. You know why I'm asking these questions, because I like the people to know. There's been times where, guys that are incarcerated will call us and be like, hey, you guys got my cellie out, and I'm trying to get, hire you guys. It's things like that we like to bring to the public for them to know. You know what I mean? It's a good thing that. It brings hope, and say that again.
In that light, I know a couple guys right now who, you guys, I don't know if it's Melinda specifically.
It's Unite the People as a company. There's no individuals.
Right. Unite the People has gotten his case back in front of a judge. It's coming up in a matter of weeks, I think.
Right. Well, okay, and where are those guys out of? Are they there in the prison with you? Are they at different prisons? What guys do you know about there?
Yes, they're in San Quentin with me. They walked up to me to tell me that they may be re-sentenced soon because Unite the People lawyers has gotten them their case back in front of their judge after 20 plus years.
Wow.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Well, we definitely hope everything goes right for these guys, man. We hope they do get resentenced. And I just, personally, I know how it is to be there, to be trapped in that cage. So getting out of that cage by any means necessary is what it's about for me, man. Is there anything that you would like the people to know, the people to hear? Or is there anyone, anything that you would like to say? Because I know we're on that timed call for you.
I know. I got a guy right now looking at me talking about 1 minute. But I can call back in 2 minutes. I can call you back in 2 minutes and ask that question again, and I'll answer.
Hey, absolutely, brother. I think Mitch has something, he got something funny to say.
No, I was saying, as long as he doesn't say phone check, punk.
Hey, we'll call y'all right back, though, right?
All right, yeah, give us a call, brother.
All right.
All right.
I forgot to congratulate him because I know that him and his fiance just got married. So,
Oh, that's beautiful.
About a week or so, or like a couple weeks ago or so. I just remembered right now. So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shoot down any chance of anything else.
Yeah,
No,
there,
but
there goes you just broke like 40 hearts.
Oh, I know.
I'm
Oh, my
joking.
gosh.
no, black don't get it like that. But yeah, well, that's good, man. I really, it's good to hear. Number one, that we're able to finally get something submitted on his behalf, and B, it's good to hear, a guy call us collect from prison and say, 3-4 other guys walked up to him personally and said, Unite the People has my case back in front of the courts.
Out of the blue.
Right. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
So that's something that I like to hear. I know Mitch likes to hear that, that starting this organization from scratch, from a prison, or, you know what I mean? So
Man.
To get from that point to this point is beautiful. And, so I just think I think it's a good thing, man. I think that's beautiful. And I think we should continue to do that. Thanks to,
I mean, especially if it's a messed up situation.
Right.
You know
Well,
what I'm
we're
saying?
not really trying to help the situations that aren't messed up. Some people need to be there. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
joking.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. If it's a
But-
messed up situation.
Right. But no, I mean, yeah, it's good. I think that's beautiful. Like for me, me and Mitch start,
If somebody calls like I killed 40 million people and I want to get out, I need to talk to Melinda. Like Melinda's busy.
Well,
Right.
chances are there probably isn't going to be much that anybody could do to help them anyway.
Yeah.
that's the lawyer
But
answer.
it's I mean, it's like no, those conversations are always worth it. Because I mean, and it's like speaking to another attorney who is very well, versed and also has a lot of experience and stuff. We're kind of having that moral conversation, right, about certain crimes or whatever, right? What you would help them with.
Phone's ringing. Hello.
This is Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from
Alan McIntosh.
an inmate at the California State Prison, San Quentin, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Okay.
How much are these calls?
Mr. McIntosh, are you there?
That's a lot of money on these calls.
Ellen, we were just saying that
I know.
we forgot to congratulate you for you just got married, didn't you?
I can't hear.
You just got married, didn't you? About a month or so ago?
No. Oh my God. Okay.
What? Okay, now I really got to know because you said no. Oh my God.
There go the green dots.
That is. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, I haven't got married yet.
Okay.
I have a wedding date scheduled for October the 9th.
Got it. Okay.
To a very, very,
So
very.
you mean to tell me that between now and October the 9th, she has the ability to.
Yes.
just run away and be
I'm
like,
glad you
nope,
brought that
he ain't it. He can't even beat Melinda at basketball, so he's not it.
I'm glad you brought that topic up, Melinda. Somebody is smiling ear to ear right now.
Yeah, I know she is, and that's what I wanted to get to. She's one of our most loyal fans, right?
Oh yeah, you know I
Really good person, and yeah. So man, I just wanted to say congratulations to you, brother, and to her as well. You know, congratulations to both you guys.
thank you.
All right. So I think we may have a question for you. Hold on one second.
And with Black on the phone, maybe inside he can help too. Let's see. What
Alan
that-
McIntosh is.
Alan McIntosh. All right. It says, I wanted to hire you, but my LO
Loved one.
is in the middle of. Hold on, let me put my glasses on now. That sound
Wow, you look so classy.
Oh, be quiet, Melinda. My loved one is in the middle of an appeal and wants to wait after the outcome. I thought it would be better to do it before so we can catch any mistakes. Any opinions on that? And that's coming from Martha Vega.
Right. Can I answer that here?
Sure.
In that, and I don't know if they want to hear from me or the lawyer. She's the lawyer. I'm not.
Probably the lawyer.
Right? Yeah, probably the lawyer. But speaking from a guy that, again, has spent 20 years in those cages, 20 years plus, he wants to wait after the appeal, probably because when you're sitting in there over those years and you've been dejected again and again and again and again. I mean, repeatedly, bills would pass, laws would pass, and we would think we were going home, and then we wouldn't go. So sitting in there now, he's probably been there a while, a few years at least, and it's hard. So when you have something going, for instance, I had Prop 57 going. I thought in 2016, I'm going home within the next few months. And then it turns out Prop 57 took 4 years before I even had a chance to have a hearing. 4 years and some change. So you couldn't have told me that in 16. But by the time 2020 came, half the years passed and I'm still sitting in prison. I thought back to when they sent me paperwork to, I should check on this or I should do that, and I never did. So in that situation, I would say he absolutely just hasn't got to that point. He doesn't understand. Right now, you need to put all your irons in the fire. You need to get everything going for you as much as possible. Yes, you have an appeal, that's great, but having the case review, there's laws that have passed now that weren't even in place when that last lawyer was even researching your appeal. And did that lawyer research the bills? What kind of lawyer was it? If I had an appeal lawyer, she's the worst in the world. And so you just don't know. A case review with Unite the People is low cost, affordable, and for himself and his loved ones, children, family member, whatever it may be, that little bit of money for that amount of time, I would think that's something that he would definitely want to reconsider, and something that you may definitely want to talk to him about doing. And that question came from Martha Vega. And I want to say this, Martha, give us a call tomorrow. Give us a call. Call and ask to speak with Caesar or Melinda. And there may be something that we can do to maybe help your situation a little bit in pulling the trigger and moving forward with that case review. And trust me when I say this, call and talk to Caesar or Melinda after 11 a.m. tomorrow. All right, now let's get back to Black, man. We got a few more minutes for
Alan McIntosh.
For Alan McIntosh and Operation Black. Mr. McIntosh, is there anything that you would like to again, bringing that question back, is there anything, man, about your situation or anything like that you would like to address, or you'd like the people to know about your situation?
Okay, really, the situation about my incarceration, it is being handled, and I feel it's in great hands, right?
Right.
and I am totally okay in here. I just want to get out like, well, nobody's business. But my trial starts when I get out. When I get out, that's when I'll be looking for jobs, looking for opportunities. That's when I would like anybody who's listening to please stay posted on my situation. It's Operation Black. You can find it easily. Stay posted on my situation, and I'll be out soon, and maybe reach out if you got that kind of help that I'm looking for.
Yeah, totally. And I'll just say, I'll actually just tell this to you right now, Ellen. So, I mean, one reason why it takes so long is because we're thorough. We're thorough. And, you know, I've received so many letters, people who have worked with you.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Who have worked with you during cue ball, or even have worked with you in the prison ministries, going and playing basketball and things like that, who know you personally. And a lot of the letters that I've received from them all say, hey, I'm willing to give, you know, Ellen a job. But now I'm going back and following up with these people and kind of holding their feet to the fire a little bit and saying, hey, here's a photo of the letter actually in which you said you're going to give him a job. So now can I get a follow-up letter stating what exactly that job is going to be? So it also has been, you know, having to allow people the time to write the letters and, you know, get them together and everything like that. So, but yeah, so kind of just to reiterate what Ellen was saying, if you are somebody who wants to offer him a job, my email address, or our email address, is info@unitethepeople.org, and just subject it Ellen McIntosh or Black job offer. And I would love to be able to add that to what I'm putting together for him.
That's good. That's
Awesome.
yeah, that's great, man. Now let me ask you this, brother, before your time runs out, because I know that automated lady is about to jump in here. How does it feel for you having all of this support, man? How does it feel having, you know, 35,000? I never had 35,000, nothing. How does it feel having 35,000 people sign trying to get you released? How does it feel having a organization with a staff of lawyers and legal team, and even the staff that's not lawyers? Like, I go to work every day, and you probably got more fans and friends at my office than I do, right? How does it feel having that kind of support and coming from the community trying to get you released, brother?
Okay, really, that gives me motivation and inspires me to be great. You know, if that many people is rooting for me, I am my biggest cheerleader myself. So for that many people to be rooting for me, I alone root for myself. So I'm going to make them proud as well as myself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Motivation. Total motivation.
And you definitely have a whole team. I will say that for sure. I mean, people who aren't even named. I mean, we had a law clerk who worked with us over the summer who just did an awesome job on your change.org petition.
Oh, Sergio
Robles.
Man, Sergio
from
did a
Loyola
super
Law.
job.
Shout out Loyola Law. Did an awesome job. Peyton Laurie Sanders was helping him with that.
Oh, right. And Peyton's from Idaho.
Peyton's some Idaho guy that works in our office.
No. I mean, Idaho College. Sergio, it was Loyola. But, man, you had some guys in there, man, that and like I tell everybody, I'm kind of mad I didn't come up with this idea, right? This was supposed to be my idea, of course. But it came from our staff. And I'm talking about there were people doing things for you, brother, that I blew my mind. Like, wow, okay, these guys are, you know, we had a Zoom call with change.org, the people that actually run change.org. And they were so fascinated by your story, man, that they wanted to get involved, and they're contacting us even now about, you know, different media outlets they can get your story to, different politicians. Like, they're really, that organization read your story that our team put together, and they really are trying to make something happen for you. So I think, man, that plus you had the Long Beach Tribune, you know, seeing that you are a Long Beach native, they did a story about it. We have the Long Beach Post. I think that's supposed to be this Friday.
Isn't he from Long Beach?
Yeah.
Representing for you, Black.
Yeah. He's absolutely from Long Beach. But man, I just think, man, that's big, brother. That's big.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And you know, I'm familiar with your story, brother. But I just, you know, again, want to congratulate you on everything that you accomplished while you've been incarcerated. Want to congratulate you on being able to motivate people, man. Your story motivates people to want to help you. So that has to mean you're a good person. You know what I mean? That has to mean that something is attracting these people to your story and making these people want to help you. And man, I just think, you know, again, congratulations on that, man. There's not a lot of guys in prison that have that type of motivation, you know, or power to motivate people on the streets to want to help you, you know. So congratulations on that, brother.
Thank you. And I stay motivated, and I'm always optimistic. But you know that's half of it right there.
All right. Well, what we're going to do now is I think we're going to talk a little bit about, we went over the questions. We went over the cue ball. We went over everything that we have to go over. So let's go. Now we can get done. That was the business part of it, Mr. McIntosh.
Yeah, the business part is done.
Yeah, the business part is done. So now we can talk about basketball. Man,
Yeah, why don't you dunk?
I need you to please come out here and whoop Melinda, man. She be talking big mess, man.
He can't beat
How
Billy
old-
Melinda if he
I
can't
actually
dunk.
want to know, how old were you when you started playing basketball?
I don't remember. I think I was playing before I had my earliest memory.
He's black.
Not
so-
as early as me, okay? I was playing in the womb.
No, he's
That's
black.
what I
As soon as
say.
you're born, you come with a basketball. All
No,
black kids
not
come
like
with
me.
basketballs.
No way. I always say I was
When I
playing
used
in the
to go to-
womb because my mom was a basketball player.
So you was,
And she
I
was
remember
3
going
months
to
pregnant with
Georgia.
me. We both keep talking at the same
you
time.
was just going back and
Yeah.
Yeah.
forth.
Hold on. Can we let Mr. McIntosh say something?
Yeah,
go
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 ahead,
on,
say
brother.
Something black.
I know I asked you a question and
remember
didn't give you the
going-
chance to answer.
I remember going to Georgia and putting a basketball hoop on my grandmother's barn, and I couldn't have been no more than 5 or 6 years old. I nailed it up there myself just to play.
So you do
Okay.
remember.
So now we're lying.
Yeah. I just want to know how a 5 or 6 year old got on top of the barn. If you don't
Where'd you
stop
get the
lying to
ladder
the
and the
people,
I don't know.
we
I've
ain't
done
stupid.
things like that, so I believe you.
It's a barn. It's a barn.
No, it's a barn, black, but you're 5. Who helped you carry the ladder?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
You got 60 seconds to tell the truth.
All right, man. Hey, well, man, it was good talking to you. Say what?
I can dunk.
Oh, we know you can dunk, man. We seen all the footage.
I don't.
I didn't see
We know you can dunk. I just need you to please come out here and whoop Melinda. She be in the office threatening me because I'm 5 foot nothing.
Y'all know TTO don't play. They're gonna hang up on us.
All right, brother, man. Congratulations, man. Appreciate you calling in, brother. Love you, man.
We're proud of you. Keep up the
Thank you,
good
bro.
work.
Love you too.
All right.
Black power.
Talk to you later.
Later.
All right. I'm going to get somebody to tear you up. I can't wait. I can't. Oh, my
Eventually.
God. Yeah.
We
I'm
can
going
call our sister.
Do you know her number? No, but all right. So, yeah, so that's done, man. We do have about 20 minutes left to go over a few things, and we should be getting a call in the next 5 minutes from Theodore Fields.
Awesome.
Yeah, Theodore Fields is a guy that has been around since the beginning of Unite the People. He has seen a lot of the good stuff we done. He actually helped draft the 3 Strikes initiative that we did back in 2017 for 2018, the People's Fair Sentencing and Public Safety Act. And he helped the lawyers draft it. He actually drafted the first draft himself and then sent it in to the lawyers for them to do their thing. And so he's going to be calling in, man. It's going to be good to hear from this guy, a real solid guy out of San Bernardino, California.
San Bernardino.
Yeah, has a non-violent type 3 strikes case. I don't know if it's classified. They have, where they have that classification where it's it's supposed to be nonviolent. Some people, I've seen it where they said this guy is nonviolent, and they said this other guy's case is some type of burglary or something like that. I don't know. I'll let him explain it, but yeah, he's gonna be calling in a few minutes, so it's definitely gonna be good to hear from him.
Hey, like what is considered? What's the thin line between violent and nonviolent? I mean, while we wait.
If I tell the truth, you know, but Melinda, you want to tell the lawyer part?
What's the thin line? I always say words. So I always describe the law as it's just words. It's words and fitting facts into words. So like, you know, the laws wise, there's obviously serious and violent felonies. There's a whole list, right? You look them up, there's a whole list.
Yeah, but is there like something that a wobbler?
Yeah, no, I mean there's definitely not necessarily for yeah, there are. It's such it depends question.
Okay, let's do this.
Because it depends on the facts and then what's being charged and all those different things.
And
Right.
if you're black or white.
Okay, so I go out. I'm walking to 7-Eleven.
Walking while black, first charge.
Damn, fuck, I'm guilty. No, I'm walking to 7-Eleven. A crazy guy comes up. We get into a fight. I hit him. He falls down and dies. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's manslaughter, right? Or what?
No, probably not. You'll get lucky. If you're just hitting a person, like you're going to get second, maybe first. There's too many, there's a lot more facts. Let's use Black's case. His is a good case.
Okay.
So he has a nonviolent offense legally, right?
Okay.
So then at his hearing for his nonviolent offender hearing, they said that he was in fact violent because of the facts surrounding his case.
Right. All right, we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
You ready? Hello?
Hello. Hello.
At the California
go.
State Prison, San Quentin, California. This call and your telephone number
It's
will be
weird to hear
monitored
that
and
from this
recorded. To accept this
Tired of
call,
that girl.
say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi, who are we speaking with? Can you speak up some? We can barely hear you, sir.
Oh, okay, my bad. You're speaking with Theodore Fields at San Quentin State Prison.
How you doing, Mr. Fields? How you doing today?
All right, yourself, Mr. McDowell. I'm assuming this is Mr. McDowell.
Brother, you know it's Mr. McDowell. Yeah,
I love that you guys are addressing each other so
What-
properly.
we're here today.
Hi, Mr.
Appreciate you calling in, brother. We're live on radio, cpiradio.org. Airs in 122 countries, as well as we're live on our Unite the People Facebook and YouTube page, man. We're here with attorney Melinda Gomez.
Hello.
Hello there, Ms. Gomez. That's my attorney. Hello, nice to talk to you.
Yeah, how's it going?
Okay, we were telling the people a little bit about you before you called in. Again, one of our clients that has been around Unite the People since basically the beginning of its inception, right? And we informed the people a bit about what you did with writing the initiative for the lawyers. You actually wrote the original draft of the People's Fair Sentencing and Public Safety Act of 2018. And we were just talking a little bit about
Can
you.
I excuse me for 1 second, please?
Sure.
I'm really having a hard time making out what you're saying.
Okay. Can you put your ear to the phone?
Yeah, I have my ears.
You don't have your ear pods on, you mean? That's what he means to say.
Right.
No, I
No,
don't.
earpods are illegal in prison. We don't know what she's talking about. Hey,
I'm joking because everybody uses AirPods,
Yes,
including
sir.
me, every single day.
right. But how are you doing today, sir?
I'm not doing bad, to be honest with you. You know, I woke up with a feeling of hope this morning.
Oh man, well that's good. That's good.
all because of, and I have to admit that it's all because of Unite the People, and a lot of that credit goes to Ms. Gomez. You know, she's really trying hard to do what she can to try to help me get resentenced.
Yeah, well, it's all of us. It's definitely a team. A team.
Right,
effort.
right.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get jealous, man. You know, everybody loves the queen of the prisons over here. But we also have Muhammad Ali and Anthony Draper.
who they both, yeah,
Right.
yeah, credit
And
to them.
if we-
Another great attorney. Another great attorney. Yes.
They're both
I haven't
great,
spoke with
yeah.
him in a while, but another really good attorney.
Right.
How's he been?
Man, he's all right. He's doing good, man. He's working hard, man. This is a lot of writ work, a lot of different things that, you know, Muhammad and Anthony are doing, and Melinda. It's a lot of great work, man. But right now, we're talking to you, man. We want to talk a little bit to you about your experience with Unite the People over the years, you know, whatever it may be, man. Tell us a little bit about your experience with Unite the People. And speak loud a little bit,
First of
please,
all,
because so it can hear clearly.
Okay. All righty. But first off, you know, I'd like to extend my gratitude for all that you and the organization is doing to try to help us that's incarcerated. And most of us are probably unjustly incarcerated because, you know, the length of time that we've been down with the type of crimes that we did. So to have an organization out there that's actually fighting to help people get back out there to their loved ones, opposed to helping us vote or changing, you know, taking the writing off our clothes, this is fresh. It's refreshing. So I'd like to thank you first and foremost. And my experience with Unite the People throughout the years has been based, you know, really standing back and applauding your services, you know, for the help that you bring us here. I have a lot of friends in here right now who are currently, you know, represented by Unite the People, and just so happened that some guy that is represented by Ms. Gomez just spoke up today, and he had a hearing. He's from Northern California. His name is Tone, and he told me earlier that he had a hearing today. I don't know the results, but he might be getting resentenced as a, you know, on account of Unite the People. So that's like the fifth person I spoke to that's had success from your organization, and I'd like to extend my gratitude to you and your organization for that.
That's right.
Well, that's beautiful, brother, man. That's really good to hear again, like we just did speaking with Mr.
This call and
McIntosh.
your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
It's beautiful to hear that organically guys are in there, you know, being approached, talking about, you know, their cases are actually getting submitted to the district attorneys, and not only getting submitted, they're being looked at and being considered for resentencing. And so that's a beautiful thing, man. That's what Unite the People is all about. That's what we were created for, and that's what we're doing, man. So that's definitely beautiful to hear. You know, appreciate you sharing that with us, brother.
Right. Well, I also like to thank you guys for really what you're doing for Black. You know, the Black Friday, the gathering, the signatures for him. He's a really worthy person, you know, and I've seen him change. A light come up in his eyes, you know, due to the help that you provide him with as well. So he's a pretty good person. You know, I've known him for at least 9 years. And, you know, he's the type of person that's really a good guy, you know, and he's really worked hard toward rehabilitation. So he's worthy of the help that you're giving him, and I hope everything work out, you know. And
Right.
something that I wanted to run by. Did you even have that earlier today on your program?
Oh, yeah. Mr. McIntosh joined us today, called us, man. We had a great time with him, talked a little bit about the services and, you know, what we're doing for him, and how Melinda has, you know, showed up again as Superwoman. And, you know, so, yeah, we definitely talked to him, man. But I'm going to say something, you know, just because, you know, telling the real is always the real. It's a lot more than not just saying Melinda or the other attorneys. We have a staff in there, man, that bust their asses every day to make sure that guys' cases get taken care of. And it's not easy. Mm-hmm. You know, it's definitely not easy feat. You know, we're running around today. I probably lost 2 pounds. I haven't lost 2 pounds in 12 months, but today I ran around that office so much trying to put things together for people, man, that it, you know, it was just beautiful. It was big. It was beautiful. And it's something that.
Yeah, that's
Go ahead.
good to hear. I mean, you keeping up the work that you began here, and you're out there and you're magnifying the efforts to help people, man. I got to give it to you, man. I'm really proud of you, and I appreciate you. I was wondering do you have any idea where they're at with regard to the Three Strike Initiative that this coalition of groups are supposed to be trying to get put on the ballot for 2022?
Actually, I know what you're talking about, and I just spoke with the guy that started their organization last night. We just talked about it last night, and they're still in motion. They're still trying to make that thing happen. It is going to take money. It's going to take more money than a lot of people think. From the numbers they gave me last night, they need something like $5.2 million in order to really make that thing make sense and something that may actually go through. They are currently trying to raise that money. He told me a little bit about some of the funding that they're dealing with and still some of the funding that they need. So when it comes to that, of course, Unite the People supports that. We will get involved with that if they need us. We did let them know that last night, if there's anything that we can do for them or with them or whatever to try to make that an actuality for the guys incarcerated, man.
This call and
we're
your
definitely
telephone
going to
number
do
will
it, but
be
they're still
monitored
in
and
the
recorded.
raising money phase.
Yeah, well, based on our limited experience with the initiative process, I don't expect too much to come from that. I'm fortunate to have Ms. Gomez working on my case for me. That's giving me another angle of hope. And, if things do take place with the initiative, that's fine. Do you have any plans on possibly putting anything on the ballot, have Unite the People spearhead anything for the ballot in the future?
Absolutely, we will in the future. Right now, we're getting through a phase dealing with a lot of this resentencing coming out of Los Angeles and that tier-based situation that they just started. Once we get through that phase and we get into a position to where financially, anything that Unite the People does moving forward, I mean, we're a community-based organization, and anything that we do moving forward has to be done right. We brought in professionals. We grew more and more professional over the years, and we've learned. I mean, we tried the initiative to change the Three Strikes law. We learned what that takes. We learned the process, and we also learned that it might be smarter to go on the Senate floor as an Assembly bill or a Senate bill, as opposed to having to raise millions and millions of dollars. But absolutely, we will. We're going to have to sit down with guys like you, guys that are wizards of legal work. And, a lot of the guys in prisons, people don't. Can somebody turn my headphones up? People don't, know that there's a lot of people incarcerated, man, that know a lot, that know a lot about legal work. So we're going to depend on brothers like you. We're going to depend on brothers like you. And that's something that we definitely will be looking into in the future.
Okay. Yeah, well, I can't emphasize enough how much hope that your organization has brought to just San Quentin. And I haven't been throughout the entire prison system, but I talked to three guys today that are really, really, feeling good because they got appointments or calendared for the court to have hearings based on resentencing, and that's saying a lot, man. Whenever you have an organization out there that's really pulling for you to get a person who's unjustly incarcerated back out there to their family, that need to be noticed. That need to be magnified, because a lot of those organizations out there, I just don't see them doing that. So with regard to that, Unite the Peoples is in a class by itself. So you guys are a class act out there, man. And you're definitely a class act, because you've experienced this side of the spectrum, and you've been out there really trying hard to help, man. And I appreciate you very much, Ms. Gomez. You definitely bring a lot of hope to a lot of us guys in here.
Yeah, of course. And like Caesar said, it's definitely a team effort. I mean, I always iterate to people that even though my name may be the only attorney name on a brief or a motion or something I file, it's really
It's
two
hard to hear you
attorneys.
too, but,
It's
I'm
really
sure.
it's really more than two. It's really two additional attorneys. It's really three attorneys, and then it's also, you know, like Caesar was saying, it's just our supporting staff. I mean, like, we couldn't do the legal work that we do without their
Right.
support, because they free us up to do the lawyer work, and without them, our machines would not be running, basically. So shout out to
That's
everybody
great,
for
yeah.
sure.
That's right.
Well, you know, like I said, I speak about you because you're the only lawyer that I've actually had a personal experience with, other than Muhammad. And you know, I could tell that you're on top of your game. And then there's other guys that also have you represent them in here that speak very highly of you. So that's why I commend you for your work that you're doing down there.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Brother, one
that
more
note,
time. Let me jump in one more time. Can you
Yes, sir.
again, and I want to make sure our microphones hear this, everything's sounding really crisp and clear to me right now. One more time. How many people have walked up to you and what have they told you about Unite the People?
Well, it's been at least 5 people who've walked up to me with a bright light in their eye of hope, and they've told me that they've received, they've been calendared for court hearings to have rehearings, and one of them had one today, a guy named Tone. That's all I know him by, but he's a close friend of mine, and he said he's from Northern California, and he said Mr. Gomez was representing him, and that he had a calendared for a court hearing today. So I don't know what the results of that hearing was, but he's one. Then
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I know by Sea-Dog, but to sum it up, because we're running out of time, is that, yeah, at least 5 people have come up to me, and you know, they know that the relationship that I have with the organization is that, man, thank your friend when you talk to him about helping us, and I'm sure him and his family, or these people and their families, are happy.
That's beautiful, man. It's great
But
to
on
hear.
that note,
It's great to
Mr.
hear that
McDowell,
Unite the
I better
People
go.
is able to help you, brothers, man. We definitely appreciate that. We know you have 60 seconds left, man. You have a great day. You keep your head up, and Unite the People, we will be working hard to get you resentenced any way we can. We're going to definitely try our best to do that, brother.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and you guys have a pleasant evening, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll hopefully have an answer within, hopefully we will have an answer within the next 2 months.
Okay. Well, good night.
All right,
I
good
know
night.
got somebody
Yeah.
waiting to get online.
Yes,
All
sir.
righty.
You have a good
Bye-bye.
day. Thank you for calling in. All right. Okay, well, we're just about running out of time, man. Today was a beautiful day. Thank you, Ms. Gomez, for coming in.
Melinda's fine. You can call me Melinda.
Okay, Melinda,
Melinda.
thank you for coming in today.
Every time we're on the radio show, it becomes Miss Gomez. Tomorrow in the office, I'm going to say, no, it's only Miss Gomez. Sorry.
That's right. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Tune in next week. We have a great show. We have a surprise show for everyone next week. It's going to be something huge, something tremendous, something the biggest show that we've ever had will be airing next Friday. And, man, I just can't wait to see it myself. I'm ecstatic. You know, next Wednesday, not Friday, next Wednesday, 6 to 7 p.m. You guys tune in. We're going to blow your minds. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Tony Smith, the ambassador, the producers of the show, Chelsea, Peyton, Chloe, Devin, Destiny. And we can't forget Uncle Kevin, holding everything down. Big Joe Vegas.
What exactly does Uncle Kevin do again?
Holds everything down.
Oh, okay.
All
and
right,
he also
all right.
got me water.
Oh,
That's right.
stop flirting, Uncle Kevin.
And thanks for Mitch, man, and everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Talk to you later.